Can the doctor get out of it? No! Oh! Saraya wins it.
What up, y'all? This your boy Ace here, and welcome to Afternoons Delight. So let's get to it, y'all. Saraya and Britt Baker, man. Now, let me say this. So this match was pretty good, but I thought the ending was awkward. The ending of it was awkward. But I thought, you know, for the most part, I thought it was a good match. Not no match of the year or anything like that. I think the match of the night goes to Jamie Hayter and Toni Storm. They blew the house down. A lot of people wasn't expecting that. We'll get into that later when we go to that match. I'm definitely going to make sure I recap that one for y'all, man. But let's go into this one. So let's get to the end of it. Now, I do want to note that in this match, they really played up Saraya's brother, Zach Zodiac, who was actually a pro wrestler over in England, UK or whatever, for like 20 years or something like that. So they really played it up with him. They even had a spot where Baker was beating up Saraya from ringside, and he was really encouraging his sister to beat Britt. And it was just one of those kind of matches. It was like one of those, they were going for the angle of, you know, her overcoming the odds type thing. So Britt, to me, got a better moment later tonight with Jamie Hayter than she did here. But like I was telling y'all with the Dynamite recap that I was doing, I was telling y'all like Saraya was gonna win. Like they were not gonna have Saraya on her first match here in years in the ring lose. They were not gonna do that. So I already knew what was happening. Y'all knew what was happening. But I still want to go over the ending real quick. So a short time later, Baker performed the ripcord elbow strike, and then Baker performed another neck breaker. Baker performed the stomp, and then covered Britt for another near fall. That was the thrilling part of the match. Really thinking, you know, Baker was gonna have a chance. If she had a chance to beat Saraya, maybe it was gonna be right there. Saraya then rallied with a running knee to the head and got the 2 count. Saraya performed 2 more DDTs, and then covered Britt Baker for the win. It was an awkward looking ending though. She did beat her in a little over 12 minutes. A little bit awkward, but then Saraya was very emotional. Went to ringside, hugged her brother. She also stopped and shook hands with a smiley Doc Sampson at ringside as well. Saraya went to the stage and took a bow before heading to the back. The most important thing is that I think some people legitimately thought was worried about her getting hurt in the match, which was insane. Like some people were legitimately worried. That's why they didn't want her in the match. But she got off with it without a hitch. Now they can get to some more normal booking. I was telling y'all I've been loving the feud. Hopefully they can continue with it. Maybe it's a 2 out of 3. But seeing how Hayter won later in the night, not so sure now. Maybe Saraya gets a new opponent now. I'm not sure. But for those people who like to criticize Britt Baker, only you know, Tony Khan doing all these favors for Britt Baker did the job for Saraya, so we could put that out of the way. She did the job for Saraya. You know what I'm saying? So Britt showed that, you know what, when she knows somebody deserves their time, she'll do it. She hasn't even been in the title picture since Thunder Rosa won earlier this year. So Britt Baker has been doing a job for people all year. So she deserves to be the locker room leader, as they say. You know what I mean? But go ahead and give this video a like, man, because I can't wait to recap that Jamie Hayter one later tonight, man. Give this video a like, y'all. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel, especially if you're new in the zoo. Any comments y'all got, definitely put them below. And if you want to donate to the channel, hit that super thanks button below. I much appreciate it, you guys. You can also hit on my Cash App. It's on the screen right now. My cash tag, $Sack Exchange. You can send any donation there to the Cash App. Just like these dudes right here. Rob Smith with the $5 dono. And the big one from a couple of weeks ago, Secret Cure with the $80 dono. He sent $150 to the channel today. Salute to him. And if you guys want to get a shout out just like these guys, definitely donate through the Cash App. But as far as, you know, this goes here, I think that this was a really hard match to book because you knew Saraya had to win because she hadn't been in the ring for 5 years. So it wasn't like Britt had a real chance of winning. And I think that was the problem for a lot of people when it came to this, even though the feud had been probably the best that we ever seen in AEW. Like the in-ring promo that I saw on Dynamite the week before was amazing. When Baker talked, you know, did her backstage promo this week, that was one of the best backstage female or women's division backstage promos I ever seen in the company. And I think there's some room now that she's gotten this first match out of the way. Now they can start to go into some things with Saraya that they may want to book. I'm glad that this is over for Britt, because now Britt could go into any match having a chance to win. And I hope that this follows up with a program. Well, we'll get to that. Y'all know how this is the third or fourth time I brought it up in this video, Jamie Hayter later tonight. That's how passionate I am to get to that one. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Let me know y'all thoughts about this one and who y'all want Saraya to face next. Who y'all want, well, I think it's going to be Britt and Jamie. But do y'all also want Baker and Saraya to do a 2 out of 3? Because I've been talking about that one. To do a rubber match at some point. Baker could get the second match. Or do you just want the two to split and it go to a new feud? Like, let me know. Because I got some thoughts on Toni Storm. I think it's time to turn Toni Storm heel. We'll talk about that later tonight. I think that's going to be a whole separate video, too. I think I might have to make a whole separate video about Toni Storm. Let me wrap this one up. Thank you guys for watching After News Delight.